Hello YouTube, this is Justin the Game 44 here, and today we are here to talk about the new Steven Universe update about what they uploaded on their Twitter. So, just let everyone know, I quickly already seen this video, so let us get started. And with me is Kat, just in case you can hear anything from Blake. So until then, let's get started into the video. Okay, I'm not going to actually play the video and everything because I don't want to get copyright strike, but I am going to show you the images of it that I want to talk about. So let's begin. This is honestly interesting detail. This begins with Rose talking about the whole entire rebellion, protecting about Earth and everything. Humans and everything. I do like the way how Garnet is with the beginning of Sapphire and pretty much Ruby being fused here. This must be their first gauntlet. We also have Bisma in the flashback again. Axe, which I honestly think this might be possibly a new gem since all the others are spiritual swords that we might see in these flashbacks. So, the interesting detail I found most is that Rose is sword, the blade, and Pearl's spear is even more interesting. Because it's honestly completely so out black while the tops are completely not. Well, the bottoms, I mean. I don't know what you call these parts. However, though, it is an interesting detail that I actually have a theory about, but I'm not really going to talk about it until we get to the part of it. So, let's continue. Okay, we pretty much get a few scenes from a few footage from episodes, pretty much talking about Steven and Greg. Steven pretty much talking about his life story from the beginning of the show how he was born, and what happened to Rose, and pretty much all the way up to where he is now. It honestly was an interesting part of it. However, though, we are pretty much... It's nothing more but a few minutes, but it is telling us a little bit more about Steven, what he's feeling. So let's continue. Okay, I just kind of find this a little bit funny. I don't know if this will actually be in the show or not, but still. This was honestly just too funny to see. So until then, let's continue again. Okay, as we're seeing here, we already saw this before in another one where we're seeing all the planets getting colonized. However, though, there was a few interesting parts about this, and this part I will actually show you. This is showing where gems are being made in Earth. However, though, I did want to talk about what was that we just kind of missed, but still. As we are going down, we get a little extra here, where Garnet's talking about Earth would be the place to colonize. And this is what we got. Cracks. We didn't saw that, but this was honestly interesting. It's possibly showing the damage that Pink Diamond is doing to the Earth and everything. So, I do believe we might be getting some more backstory about Pink Diamond, who she really was. So until then, let's get started. As we're pretty much seeing here, there's a possible few ways. Some people see this as Rose Quartz's rebellion right behind her, because Steven's pretty much discussing she started the rebellion. But some other people are saying this is her breaking free from Homeworld, and she's becoming her true real own gem. That's why her silhouette's different to the others. There's interesting reasons why it looks like this, but we're just gonna have to wait and see what this is about. Okay, what's interesting about this is pretty much the sky spiral, or something, I can't remember what exactly it's called. Comment down below if I got that right. But the sky spiral, no, that's definitely not right. Basically, oh yeah, the sky arena. Basically, this is showing us Garnet. Of course, this is possibly a different gem or someone else, because it doesn't look right. I do kind of like the way how they're getting all the different types of silhouettes and different types of art styles. I definitely do like the way how this looks. It seems like gems are pretty much finding gems. This could be a different type of gem, though. But still, we're just going to have to wait and see. Of course, there is one other detail. It's this. Some people have already talked about this that I already seen before I started making this. But what's interesting about this is pretty much the only silhouette that completely looks way more different besides that one. This, honestly, people have started to theorize that this was a human, which is actually not surprising, because first of all, the outfit looks similar to the way how Connie looks when she was sword training with Pearl. Now, what's interesting about this is actually that we have theorized that humans did fight in the war since really we first heard about humans, because really before this, so we really had not that much information what were humans doing in the war. I mean, it was kind of obvious they were either hiding away or just being there during the war happened, like nothing happened, and then the war just happened right in front of them. But really, I can't see humans do fighting the war, because like after what Pink Diamond done, taking humans and everything. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that part. So until then, let's continue on with the rest. Rose, now this is the interesting part. Look at that blade. So like Pink Diamond. Now this looks definitely like her mural. This is where we're talking about she's getting shattered, but something doesn't make sense here. Now, take a look at the sword. She is sold out, but her hair and dress is not. I know this might be a weird silhouette and everything, and we're seeing Pink Diamond sword just being shards, but this is honestly kind of interesting. Why is the blade silhouette, but the rest of the sword is not? Some people are possibly thinking, well, it might be just because they wanted you to know what is what, but they want to keep some parts silhouette, like her body, but they kept the hair and everything. No, I personally believe this is actually Pearl, and this is not the actual sword that Rose had. This is a different sword that looks exact copy, except the blade is pretty much a different type of blade that was made to shatter gems. Now why, I already made videos talking about why and everything, but still, those are just my reasons to it. So until then, let's continue. That's the reason why I was talking about the blade and the spear pretty much being still out, but not the tops, I mean these parts. But until then, let's continue like I just said. Oh boy, we are getting into real good action here. Yellow and Blue, these two abilities we have seen in the trial, when Yellow Diamond tried to sap the circle and proof her, and pretty much Blue Diamond used her abilities to make people sad. These are the exact ways how they did it, and take a look. This is White Diamond's hand. This is our first time we have seen White Diamond in the show, and by the time we see her in an episode, I don't really think we're going to see her in the actual episode, her whole entire body and everything, just her hand. But this is our first look at White Diamond in the show. Of course, though, I can't be really the first one to notice this, but do you notice how come her hands are more like claws, though? I mean, literally. See how sharp they are? And blue and yellows are not. They're more round like normal hands are with their fingers. But these look way more like claws. And she looks even bigger. I'm honestly curious what she's going to look like by the time we do see her actual face. So until then, let's continue. 3 stars in the sky. And what's happening? Well, we were definitely right what people think about. As we can pretty much see, she's pretty much putting her shield right up there, but what people have actually quickly talk about is how come Rose didn't know about what was going on. She possibly just got Revere and everything, and wanted to protect Pearl and Garnet, which it was honestly understandable how come Pearl and Garnet, they thought the war was over, they were just standing there while all the rebellions were probably trying to fight off the rest. Now, there is a lot of stuff I could talk about just this one scene, but really, you pretty much get my idea what I'm talking about, just Garnet and Pearl pretty much being protected, no other crystal gems. And the shield, I'm kind of surprised. Couldn't the blast pretty much get through the bottom here? I mean, the round makes sense, but I mean the bottom here. And also, should it just be on top of them? Yeah, but I'm really not going to focus that much onto it, so let's continue. Now, this is just very, very interesting. We're seeing the sword and everything, of course, once again, so out and everything. Not her gem, though. Of course, something in the store is still out. So is the shield. But still, it's interesting, because we're seeing all the rebellion looks. Now, this looks like her. And, wow, this is just getting very interesting. Okay, this is just where I have to clear the most best part. We are now seeing Pink Diamond and Rose Quartz, this and this, and her silhouette is just looking amazing and everything. She looks like a real villain indeed. But we have to wait and see what's going on. Okay, Pink Diamond, you're looking creepy. This literally is something I don't expect from the show. It seems like Pink Diamond's just getting more and more angry. Now, I do really gotta question something. Why does Yellow and Blue's face look like this? We already know what they look like. I think there is some type of mystery between these two. why they look like this to Pink, but still, we are just going to wait and see. Now, for the hand thing being sharp, I'm not really going to talk about that, because we already... This is more like a silhouette choice than actually the way it looks, like the mules were. Okay, this is pretty much what we're seeing Steven through a telescope, and you gotta be kidding me. Lapis was on the moon the whole entire time? Really? Really, Lapis? You were on the moon the whole entire time? We thought she was going to be on Jungle Moon or something, and she was going to have a completely different character. It's possibly Lars and the off-colors will find her there before going back to Earth, but really I'm just kind of surprised and laughing at Lapis here. Because it's a diamond base there, she should know this. We honestly thought she was going a lot far, but really, she was way more close by than we thought. So until then, let's continue again. This is pretty much Amethyst up. Pretty much all buttons of Amethyst, Rose Quartz is telling them something. Like standing up. This is just the rest of the scene where Steven's going, you know? And this scene is pretty much where we're seeing Rose and the crystal gems. And this is pretty much them all like, this is our home. And I'm going to become a crystal gem, that Steven is saying. Stuff like that. Anyway, besides all that, that's like the big finale. Yeah, so tell me guys, what do you think about this? Okay, now that we're back to my main base, let's pretty much talk about this. There was honestly a lot of stuff that I wanted to talk about in this trailer more and more. However, though, I found it very hilarious that Lapis was just pretty much there. Like, I was just literally giggling before I paused the video there for a second. But really, that was just clever and hilarious how come we were just surprised. However, though, that was kind of stupid. I mean, Lapis being at the moon base? Seriously? I honestly believe the off-colors or possibly a homeworld gem will be going to the moon for some reason. Because really, Steven will just be blown away if he tried to use light and everything just to go to the moon. Yeah. So, what else is there to talk about? I was just very impressed that we were seeing a little part of White Diamond's hand. I mean, literally, we were literally finally seeing White Diamond for the very, very first time. That is just great. I love it so far. And besides all the White Diamond and everything, I think my most favorite part was honestly that. Plus, with the Pink Diamond, I'm kind of curious though what they were saying. As Pink Diamond was getting more and more angry look, and going up to Blue and Yellow Diamond, where like she was raising one of her hands up to them, it kind of looks like they don't really care for her, or, well, actually the conversation that Steven was saying while it was happening, she's saying, is Pink Diamond planning to launch another attack? What does that exactly mean? This is honestly just very interesting. I mean, literally, it truly is if you start thinking about it. But we still have a while to go before the episodes do come out. So, until then though, this is Justin Game 44, signing out. Until then, I'll see y'all later. Hope you enjoyed this video. Until then, remember, potato!